Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Anime Lounge Short Flights. Today, we are going to be covering episode 6 or 18, depending on how you want to look at it, of Bleach Thousand Year Blood War. Man, this was an amazing episode. I can't wait to really dive into this one. For anybody who doesn't remember what happened, basically, what happened is we get the continuation of the fight with Superstar, and we find out who or what was that fell down from the top of the Soul Society, and Superstar wanted to go find out, investigate, however you want to call it. Man, good episode.
Yes, yes, it was a very good episode. Lots of very wow moments, I'd say.
Yep.
Um, and definitely still a little bit of build up for things that are coming. So very, very good way to keep you on the edge of your seat and keep you excited.
Yeah, I can see that. I'll be completely honest, it was probably my least favorite episode of the season so far. And I've been thinking about it all day. I just I think it was the just anticlimactic way Renji kills Superstar. I think,
Yeah, it was pretty anticlimactic. I think if there was a little more explanation
yes,
into Zabimaru's capabilities and what he's doing now versus what it was before would have been probably a little bit more satisfying.
yeah,
Um,
I loved Renji finally being there. I thought it was super cool to see his uh, Bankai, his new Bankai, but I was just meh the ending of it. It was just so much build up because it was basically the fight was what 3 days or 3 episodes,
yeah, about 3 episodes.
and
Uh,
then
uh,
it was just
yeah,
over.
about 3 episodes. Yeah, it's just over.
So it was,
I mean, yeah, I, I definitely thought it was kind of annoying because you kind of see what Superstars like, how he kept getting revived all the time. You find that out. Um, and you find out kind of what his real abilities were, and then it's just over.
yep. I thought the fight was really cool, like seeing more Bankais. I'm loving the fact that we finally get individuality with every, like true individuality with every single person.
Yes, that was definitely shown with Kensei's Bankai and the other guy, the other captain's Bankai, Rotaro.
Yep.
Definitely shown with their Bankai. Rotaro's was very unique. I wish they would have explained it a little bit more
Or
rather
at least,
than just kind of, yeah, go,
I was going to say, at least a little bit better. It just, it's like, oh, you're going to feel it. You hear it, and that's how you die. And I'm like, what? What?
yeah, because they visualized it with the water surging and then the fire, and then all of a sudden it's just nothing, and it doesn't really explain it or how it worked, and then he just gets off, and you're like, but I wanted to know how that worked. Like what? How are you just gonna just end that like that? That's kind of annoying.
Yeah, he shoves his fingers in his eardrums and destroys them, and then shoots a oh man, like a solar flare blast at Rojiro, gets him with a star, and he's dead. Just done. Not dead, but done.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the end of that. Like, well, okay. Guess we got a new Krillin in the mix here.
Yes, Rojiro definitely getting it's. So I think that was my issue, was just they got defeated too easily. I think that might have been
And
it.
and it kind of looked like it was going to be going their way at the beginning of the fight when Kensei went Bankai, and he was like, "My lieutenant lost to these attacks. He lost to something so weak. I'm disappointed." And then he gets freaking pwned. Like, wow. Okay, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah. I enjoyed the fight. I think my favorite part was the everybody's bankais, but yeah, we've talked enough about that. It's not the end of the world. I love Renji finally coming in, finally being useful. I know you had mentioned he's no longer Yamcha Krillin kind of esque, where he's just kind of in the
Yeah,
background. He's there, but he's not doing nothing, and he finally gets to do
right.
something.
Yep. He finally shows up and does something useful, I'll say. And that was kind of interesting to see. It was also interesting to see kind of the explanation of him unlocking that mode of Zabimaru and finding out that um, the guy up in Zero Squad was the one that came up with the names for everything
I know
in
they're
Soul
just like, oh
Society.
yeah, I'd name all the swords, and we're like, wait, what? Um,
Yeah,
Ichiban, Ichibe.
yeah. I, Ichijoji. Oh yeah, Ichibe. Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, he finding out that he was the one that named all the things in Soul Society, and he's like, "Oh, the name that you've been using for your Bankai isn't the full name, and it's because Zabimaru doesn't trust you. He thinks you're kind of weak, so
Yeah, and you're like,
you
wait,
gotta."
what?
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I definitely really
Um,
enjoyed that. And then seeing Rukia, I don't know if anybody noticed it, but she literally just grabbed two people with these straps and just essentially disappears. And you're like, wait, what? She was not that strong.
yeah, she wasn't really anybody before. Uh, like she bare like during the entirety of the series, you only see her Shikai what maybe like three, four times.
Yes, and really the most action she got as far as being useful was going against her old mentor when he was taken over by the Iran cars.
Yes,
That was it. Like that's the only time she actually ever actually did anything.
and then she comes back with this extraordinarily serious demeanor, picks up two captains and just hightails it like it's nothing.
Yeah, I'm really
There's some
interested about those raps too, because it's like, wait a second.
Yes, it's gonna be. You got some explaining to do, Lucy. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. I'm
Yeah,
excited for what's coming though. It's gonna be good.
yeah, they're definitely building up. We we got information without them actually telling us anything, and then just sprinkling the Ichibe, excuse me, information. So I feel like that's going to be super important because Ichigo wasn't in this episode. So you're like, wait a second. Yeah, it'll be next week. Can't come fast enough as always because this whole arc is just one thing after another.
It is, and it's. I love how fast it moves with everything. Like even thinking back to Core One, how quickly like, oh, we're like three episodes deep, and here's Yamamoto's Bankai. All right, yeah, let's get it. I'm definitely excited to see how the rest of this is gonna go.
Yeah, because we're at the halfway point and it's has not disappointed. Even my slight disappointment in this episode, it's still amazing. The artwork is super good and I can't wait for more.
Yes, can't wait for more.
But that's all we got for this episode of Anime Lounge Short Flights. Please make sure to check out the Anime Show on Facebook and Instagram. Get all that awesome anime content. And also subscribe to us on YouTube. Please let us know what you think of this episode and every other episode that we post. And have a good one.
Have a good one.